We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Tonight we start week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Buffalo 18. 19 tight, count 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The game going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Okay, great. 70's camera 1.
Now a carry for Allen. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Completed to Hyatt. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up to the 10? Right, move it up to the 10 if they still want to kick it.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 by 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 4 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and a yard.
79 Broncos. Ready. Mustang 18 Cup. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Colts defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
70. Dragon 60, 19 Lion, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On play action, they'll throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the two.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Now a toss play. Allen. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19. Go.
Now it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolf. Ready, right?
Now Allen. And he gets it inside the 10-9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the
Cowboy 80.
9-yard line.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Richardson. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Colt defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, Cub 19, Cub 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18. Ready.
Now back to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger. Dragon 60. Chap 60. Chap 6. Mustang 19. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Seahawks at 500, sitting at 5-5. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry, they got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Lions. Ready. Count 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. '70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18.
They'll drop the throw. Well, this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Come on, come on. Warriors 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. Mustang 79 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Ooh, a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 by 60, go!
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. That is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Hyatt with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. The Colts kicking team. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They go play action here on first down. Shaheed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 40.
Ready, break. Ready.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Viking 18. Let's go. 70 Lions. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 65 Cats. 65 Cats. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Warriors 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got room to roll. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have cut the lead back down to 2. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Richardson looking to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Richardson looks to throw once more. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the shotgun, Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Braylon Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to walk one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Come on, come on.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Seven Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And taken down just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Anthony Gould now to return. Nifty move. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Richardson looking to throw this. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Allen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Go! 70 Lions. Let's go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 46-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
They'll set up a throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That guy kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. Hawks, 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready, right?
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18, 65. Mustang, Panther Warriors.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now it's Richardson. A short one there, caught by Warren. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Richardson. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, a 16-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 18, Panthers 60, Panthers 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's down the field. He's got a roll. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Seahawks, first down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
22-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Mavericks, Dragon 60. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 Cardinals, Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Warriors 70, 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Richardson working from the gun. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Allen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. He'll try and do this himself. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. They're probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, smash.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
There's a short one by Arroyo. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Ready? Cooking like 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Conversion attempt.
18 Cardinal, 18 Rush, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60, 18 Pioneer, Dragon 60.
They'll try and throw for it. Now run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return.
33. Seahawks, 25. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken at the goal line. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's... short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
The highest metric, the city just made a sweep. You could diabetic, they mouth full of deceits. Let these cowards tell it, walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Set, hut. Black, 95. 6, Mega. Hut, hut.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Here we go. Set. Smith, blue, yellow. Ready.
Charbonnet will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
There we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's go now.
Seahawks will line up
Grip
for the
50,
2-point
green.
conversion.
Claws red. Blaster, 6. Set.
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Richardson looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. He's going to air one out. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Trouble. Here we go. Here we go. Cross red. Yellow. 22. 6. Mega. Ready?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
17. 10 seconds.
Third and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready. Red, 30, white, smash, red, black, shot. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.